welcome back to DK Fam TV. I'm riding solo with you today, and today I'm up early, getting ready for work, getting ready to get the kids up for school. And it's been a week or almost 2 weeks since I've put up a video on my YouTube channel, and there are two reasons why. One reason is because I've been very ill. I suffer from a condition that's called fibromyalgia, and every day is a struggle, but these past 2 weeks, going on to the third week, this week is a lot better. But the past 2 weeks I felt unable to function. Entire body pain, headache, just unbearable for me. Although I did go to work every day and I did not negate any of my responsibilities, I crashed or tried to crash a little earlier, because another thing that's really hard whenever I'm suffering from fibro is that I can't sleep well, and I certainly don't sleep through the night. I already get up super early around 4:30ish or 5 o'clock, but whenever I'm hurting really bad, if I could find a comfortable position to fall asleep in, I always wake up at about 3 o'clock, 3:30, and then I'm just laying there in pain, debating whether or not I want to put my feet on the floor. So that's how my last 2 weeks have been. This morning was a little better. I still have some pain, but it's not as bad all over my body as it has been. But enough of that. My computer crashed. So the computer that I edit my videos on is also the desktop that my 8th grader uses for virtual academy, or for digital academy for school. And he clicked on something in his Canvas page and the computer froze, and instead of him saying, "Yo mom, computer froze," he did a forced shutdown on the actual computer. So he just pushed in the power button and held it until the computer shut down. And what that did was it disabled the drivers and didn't allow me to reboot into Windows 10. So I went into the command prompt and typed in prompts. Some of the prompts I remember because I did go to school for networking, so like troubleshooting. So I did all that troubleshooting, but then there's so many other advanced commands that I didn't know, so I went on YouTube, I found those and did those. I backed up my C drive. I did everything I could think of, nothing worked. Well, I ended up having my husband's cousin who knew someone at Geek Squad, and enough of all of that fluff. So because it's been a little while since I've been on and I've done a video for my channel, I thought I'd just come on and just do a talk with Keisha type thing this morning as I get ready for work. And I'm gonna actually bring the camera with me, so we'll ride together in the car for work. So I'm gonna catch up with y'all whenever I get in the car and I get ready to head on out to work. All right guys, so I'm gonna head on out to work. Yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of do not necessarily a day in the life of, but just kind of a day with me. Make sure I get this garage all closed up. So yeah, just gonna kind of do a day with me. So one of the things that my husband and I are gonna do, that we have discussed doing, we discussed this over the weekend, is that I say we, but I, with his blessing, would like to purchase a new vehicle. And I don't want a brand new vehicle, I want a used vehicle. And I'm gonna take you all car shopping with me, because I know exactly what I want. I know what year I want, I know how many miles roughly I want on it. And I'm gonna keep that a secret, because I'm gonna take you guys shopping with me. I drive a 2017 Honda Accord V6. It doesn't look like your typical V6 because we didn't like the wheels and the rims on the V6, so we actually had them make it look like the touring or the sport, the Accord Sport. So I have the sport rims on it, have a spoiler on the back, and I am trying to sell my car. I'm gonna video us car shopping for the car that I'm wanting, or that I'm desiring. So yeah, I'm so excited too, because my husband actually, when I told him what type of car I wanted, he actually got super excited and was like, yeah. And it's not that I don't like the car that I have. I do like my Accord. I've driven lots of Hondas. I have driven lots of Hondas. This is my third Accord. I had Accord. I had a 90. Gosh, can't remember. I think it was a 99 Accord. I've had a 2004 Accord. Have a 17 Accord. I actually bought this Accord brand new. Actually, I bought my last 2 Accords brand new. My daughter, we've gotten her 2 Honda Civics. She was rear-ended, and the first one was totaled, so we purchased her another Civic. And I've had 2 Honda Odysseys. So I have driven lots of Hondas. My favorite car. The one hint I'll give you about this new car that I'm buying is it's not a Honda. But yeah. I finished with my morning. I only get about a 30-minute lunch break, although my patient this morning took a little later than I was supposed to. Kind of had an emergency that came in, so I don't have a full 30 minutes today for lunch. And for my lunch today, well, for my lunch almost every day, I just eat these Lunchables, because I don't like to try to eat a big lunch, because then I get like full and like I start feeling like tired and bloated. So I eat lunch. I remember I used to not eat lunch at all, but I eat lunch now. I just don't eat a huge lunch. But how was your day today?
It was good. And yours?
Oh, my day was pretty good. It wasn't too bad. I don't have much I guess I can complain about.
I heard that. Yes, ma'am. Oh, you're right.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I guess you say I'm surprised she must be out there in that garden.
You know, I thought maybe you was feeding Daisy, actually, is what I thought to myself.
Yeah, I said her and I was walking around right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah? Yep. I always kick my shoes off in the garage. I never wear them in the house. Guess what I got for you?
What?
I got a surprise for you.
Really?
I really do. Hit the like for me.
Okay. I'm surprised. It's a surprise.
It's a surprise for Mickey Mouse.
Only him?
Something that he really needed.
See, I have 116.
Oh, look at all your for school. Here you go.
Oh, it's yearbook? No, not a
Yearbook?
yearbook. It's a book I need to read. It's called Holes.
I thought it would have been here.
I thought it would never
Why she
come.
got the computer turned up so loud? Derek! Where you at?
In the bathroom. Mom?
How did the computer work today? Huh? How did the computer work today? Oh, don't worry about it. Good. You got a test retake on your reading.
Yeah, it says something about ELS.
You missed, I think, 4.
What? Only 4?
They didn't have it in hardback.
She told me that. Yes, I got the book. It's won so many awards. I would start reading it, but I can't. Whoa, looks cool.
Well, I've made it inside. As you can see, I have changed my clothes, and I'm going to actually get ready to prepare dinner. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and make some chicken and rice. I've got some yellow rice that I'm gonna make, and some I'm gonna use some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. So I'm gonna take y'all on in the kitchen, and we're gonna just do a afternoon cook with me. When I got home, I looked over the kids' grades. Everybody's grades are looking pretty good for Digital Academy. We got 1 more week left in this 9 weeks, and once that's over, I'm actually gonna do a YouTube interview with the kids about their Digital Academy experience for the first 9 weeks. Now, we are one of those families that's going to be home for the second 9 weeks as well. And hopefully it goes even better than the first 9 weeks. The first 9 weeks, as you know, if you watch some of my earlier videos, you know that it was a rocky start. It was a rocky start. My kids have been using iPads. The iPads have been attached to little, I'll show you. So they've been using these iPads, and it's really neat because the iPad just sits right there and it's like having a little mini laptop. And that's been working great for the kids up until now, because now Micah's having an issue with his teacher not wanting his camera to be turned off. But whenever he leaves, if he has to open up another tab to do something, then the camera has to be turned off because he has to open up another tab. Whereas if I had a laptop right now, which I do have a laptop, but if he was on a laptop, he would be able to just minimize that screen, and then the camera would stay open. So the other problem we've been having with the iPads doing Digital Academy is AR testing. So we haven't really read a lot of books to do any AR testing this first 9 weeks, because we've just been getting in the flow of things. But now we're starting to read some books, and so we can come stronger with our AR testing in the second 9 weeks. But one of the things I've noticed is some days the AR Renaissance page works on their iPads, and some days actually it never works on Micah's iPad. He has a Gen 6. McKenna has a Generation 5, and it'll work. Sometimes it'll work on that iPad, and sometimes it won't work on the iPad. I have a Generation 7, and I tried it on my Gen 7, and it wouldn't work on my Gen 7 either. So I don't know if it's just like it only works on earlier iPads, but we definitely need to get laptops. Since I have been toying with the notion of buying myself a laptop anyway, I think I'm gonna purchase that laptop and let McKenna use it for what she needs, and then I'm gonna just wipe my other laptop clean and give it some speed and let Micah use that one, because my desktop is fixed for Derek. How did Zoom work on this desktop for you today?
The audio wouldn't work on my mic. It wouldn't work, so I had to get on the tab, delete, and get on the tablet.
What do you mean the audio wouldn't work?
Usually when this thing, it don't work because it's broken right here, and it got a mic on it.
I know.
And it wouldn't let me talk on it. They couldn't hear me. I could turn on my mic and everything, but they couldn't hear me.
Did you try plugging your
I tried unplugging it and replugging it and put it in different plugs.
Did you try plugging it right here?
I usually plug it up right there.
I know, but I've got that plugged in a different place, so that might be why.
Okay.
Let me see something.
How's your dad work?
Oh, my search bar came back. Oh, all my stuff finally came back. My day at work was pretty good. But as far as the Zoom working, it worked, right?
Yes, ma'am. And I think it's better for me to do Zoom on here than the laptop, so I don't have to keep clicking out of the Zoom, because the Zoom pop up down here. So I don't have to, when they show assignments, I don't keep having to go and click on the Zoom.
They're gonna be issuing y'all laptops after a while.
They already issuing out.
I know, but they doing them in a certain order. Did the teachers talk about that today? First thing I'm gonna do before I start my dinner is wash my hands. I just used a little lemon juice. And salt. Kosher salt. make it bother me again.
Okay.
I got a little bit of garlic salt. I got some, we don't buy this anymore, but I still had some left over and I'm gonna finish using it, but we got some of this Goya seasoning. I got my good old seasoning salt. And I normally use sea salt, but all I have is kosher salt, so I'm gonna sprinkle. I'm gonna start with the chickens that I cubed up. Give them a little salt to taste. And you have to be careful with the kosher salt. And I'm gonna go in with my seasoning salt. Now I'm gonna tell you now, I grew up in North Florida, South Georgia. I season my food. I have to taste something on my food. Got me a little garlic. I love garlic. One of my favorite things is garlic. And I got me a little pepper. Can't do nothing without a little pepper. Got to throw a little pepper in there. So those are ready. I'm gonna take them over by the stove. So now we'll season up these. My husband's gonna take some of these for lunch, so that's why I'm cooking these like this. There's 6 of them, so he can make him at least 4 sandwiches. So while those are preheating, we're gonna go ahead and get our rice going. So to do my rice, you can stay back a little bit. To do my rice, I'm gonna use my rice cooker. Why not? I'm terrible at cooking rice on the stove top. I can do it, but why? When I can do it in my handy dandy rice cooker. So we're gonna take this rice cooker and I'm gonna plug it up right over here beside the stove. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is a little yellow rice. Short people problem. So 2 cups of that rice. We'll sit it off to the side here. And it's gonna be 4.5 cups of water. Kind of how you want it to look when you put your water in. And then I'm gonna get it started and I'm gonna add my chicken. So we're gonna close it down. We're gonna let that get started. That's all I have to do. It's like you leave it, and when my chicken gets done, I'll let you see. I'm gonna drop it over in there. So I'm gonna get my chicken going actually. So I'm going to use some olive oil in this pan. It's nice and hot. would like to cook them in some iced potatoes with a little bacon fat, but I'm not gonna do that tonight. We're just gonna steam these because that way my husband can take these to work too. So actually, it's gonna be real easy how I'm gonna steam them. Watch me. And this big bag, we shop at Costco a lot. And so this big bag of string beans we got from Costco. So I've got my Pyrex fish, microwavable safe. I got my string beans. So here we go. First I'm gonna get a little water. Not much because it's ice on them, so you're gonna have plenty of water on them. So that is all the water. It's not even a half cup, it's just a little bit. And then I'm gonna get a little olive oil. Garlic. I'm going to use a tiny bit of this kosher salt. Not going to be a whole lot of kosher salt. And I'm actually going to I have some celery salt. So I'm going to grab some celery salt. And I have to be careful because the holes in this are really big. But a little bit of celery salt. Cubes of thighs, put them over in my chicken put my chicken over in the rice cooker with the rice. And as you can see, there's my rice. That's my chicken thighs. There are my string beans. And there's that chicken and rice. All cooked up in that rice cooker. Hanging out with me, and in the words of my husband, family over everything. God bless. You all have a good night. Thank you for watching.